The Memphis streets are on fire, and the tension between Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta just exploded to a whole new level. After Blac Youngsta went off earlier, throwing shade and dropping lines that shook the city, Yo Gotti isn't holding back any longer. The legendary Memphis rapper has officially fired back, and the response is shocking, unfiltered, and leaving fans speechless. Social media erupted almost instantly. Twitter threads, Instagram stories, and TikTok reactions dissected every word, every gesture, and every social media post related to the feud. Fans are split, some cheering for Blac Youngsta's bold moves, others supporting Yo Gotti for defending his legacy. Everywhere you look, the streets of Memphis are buzzing, and the drama isn't just online. It's spilling into real-life interactions, local media, and even insider reports from the city's hottest hotspots. The showdown between these two rap heavyweights is more than just a clash of personalities. It's a battle for respect, influence, and dominance in Memphis hip-hop. From cryptic social media posts to rumored face-offs and heated interviews, the back and forth has turned into a citywide spectacle. The question everyone is asking, who will come out on top? And will this feud escalate into something even bigger than anyone expects? If you thought the drama was over, think again. Yo Gotti's response has changed the game entirely, and the Memphis rap scene will never be the same. Buckle up, because this feud is just getting started, and the next move could shock the world. As Yo Gotti's response to Blac Youngsta hit the streets, the Memphis rap scene ignited like never before. Fans immediately flocked to social media to dissect every word, clip, and post. Twitter became the epicenter of debate, with hashtags like hashtag Yo Gotti vs Blac Youngsta and hashtag Memphis Rap Beef trending worldwide. Every fan, insider, and music journalist had an opinion, and the back-and-forth tension only escalated with each passing hour. Yo Gotti's comeback was calculated but fiery. Unlike Blac Youngsta's earlier emotional outburst, Yo Gotti's response combined sharp lyrical references with strategic messaging, reminding everyone why he's considered one of Memphis's most influential rappers. Clips of his statement spread rapidly across TikTok and Instagram, garnering millions of views and sparking heated debate about who truly holds the crown in the city's rap hierarchy. Fans were split almost immediately. Some praised Yo Gotti for asserting his dominance and defending his legacy. Others argued that Blac Youngsta's earlier attacks were bold and unfiltered, showing a new generation refusing to bow to tradition. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary compilations flooded social media, turning the feud into a viral spectacle. Every post, story, and TikTok clip dissected subtle nuances in their words, comparing timing, tone, and intent. Industry insiders weighed in, noting that this feud reflects a larger dynamic in hip-hop, the clash between established legends and rising stars. Yo Gotti represents experience, influence, and legacy, while Blac Youngsta embodies youthful energy, unpredictability, and street credibility. The tension isn't just personal, it's symbolic of Memphis hip-hop's evolving hierarchy. The drama quickly spilled into local media outlets. Interviews, radio shows, and online publications analyzed both sides of the feud, often replaying every viral clip and dissecting every reference. Analysts noted that Yo Gotti's approach was measured but potent, designed to assert authority without escalating physical confrontation. Meanwhile, Blac Youngsta's raw energy and unapologetic attitude continued to resonate with fans, especially the younger demographic, who saw him as fearless and uncompromising. Social media platforms were buzzing with theories about the feud's future. Would it escalate to a face-to-face showdown? Could there be a diss track exchange? Some fans predicted collaborations gone wrong, while others speculated about potential reconciliation. The unpredictability of the situation kept audiences glued to feeds, with each new post potentially changing the narrative entirely. The feud also sparked debates about loyalty, respect, and the codes of the streets. Fans dissected past interactions between the two rappers, highlighting historical collaborations, business relationships, and previous tensions. Each new comment or clip was examined for hidden meaning, with audiences trying to read between the lines to determine who might gain the upper hand. Yo Gotti's response included subtle references to his influence, highlighting years of dominance and impact on the Memphis rap scene. Fans immediately picked up on these lyrical cues, analyzing every metaphor, punchline, and throwback. Discussions on Reddit and Twitter explored his strategic messaging, debating whether it was a warning, a challenge, or a reaffirmation of status. Meanwhile, Blac Youngsta's supporters doubled down. TikTok creators and meme pages celebrated his audacity, often portraying him as the underdog taking on a legendary figure. Memes, reaction duets, and fan edits flooded feeds, amplifying his narrative and keeping the feud at the forefront of social media conversation. Instagram stories and reels also played a crucial role, with fans sharing clips and adding commentary, spreading the drama to audiences who might not even follow hip-hop closely. Radio hosts and podcast personalities weighed in, dissecting the feud from a music business perspective. Many highlighted the importance of media strategy, noting that viral moments like these are often leveraged to maintain relevance, boost streams, and dominate cultural conversation. Yo Gotti's calculated approach contrasted with Blac Youngsta's raw energy, illustrating the different tactics of veteran versus rising star in the industry. The Memphis streets themselves seemed to feel the tension. Insider reports suggested that local reactions mirrored the online frenzy, with fans and community members taking sides and speculating about potential showdowns or appearances. Local outlets reported increased attention at events, interviews, and social gatherings, highlighting that this feud wasn't confined to social media, it was spilling into real life. It was evident that the Yo Gotti versus Blac Youngsta feud had evolved beyond a personal clash. It had become a cultural event, a battle of influence, legacy, and street credibility. Every post, every clip, and every reaction contributed to a narrative that kept Memphis and the hip-hop world on edge. Fans were not just observers, they were participants, analyzing, sharing, and debating every detail. Industry experts emphasized the importance of timing, delivery, and perception. Yo Gotti's response was more than words, it was a statement about his enduring relevance and authority in the Memphis rap scene. Meanwhile, Blac Youngsta's energy represented the new wave, fearless and unfiltered. The contrast made every interaction explosive, and the audience couldn't get enough. Social media continued to escalate. TikTok duets, Instagram story reactions, YouTube breakdowns, and Twitter threads provided continuous content for fans to consume. Memes highlighting lines from both rappers went viral, creating a feedback loop where each new reaction fueled further engagement. Fans debated punchlines, motives, and potential next moves, keeping the story alive around the clock. One thing was clear, the feud between Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta had taken over Memphis, social media, and hip-hop culture itself. Fans eagerly awaited the next round, wondering how the back and forth would unfold. Would Yo Gotti escalate further? Could Blac Youngsta strike back with a diss track or viral response? Or would unexpected developments shift the narrative entirely? The drama was far from over, and Part 2 will dive into social media chaos, fan reactions, diss track speculation, and insider commentary, exploring how this Memphis beef continues to dominate headlines and capture global attention. The streets of Memphis were buzzing like never before. After Yo Gotti fired back at Blac Youngsta, the city's hip-hop community became the epicenter of speculation and debate. Social media erupted as fans dissected every move, clip, and comment from both rappers. TikTok videos recreated moments from interviews, Instagram reels highlighted subtle gestures, and Twitter threads dissected every lyrical jab. The back and forth between the two Memphis heavyweights wasn't just a personal clash, it had become a viral cultural phenomenon. Fans were divided. On one side, Yo Gotti supporters praised the veteran for defending his legacy and asserting dominance in the Memphis rap scene. They pointed to his years of influence, his impact on the city, and his calculated approach, noting that every word he said was intentional and strategic. On the other side, Blac Youngsta's fan base celebrated his fearless energy, seeing him as the audacious rising star willing to challenge a legend without hesitation. Memes flooded the internet, with clever captions and punchline compilations, turning the feud into a full-blown entertainment spectacle. The speculation went beyond social media. Podcasts and YouTube channels analyzed the situation in detail, often replaying clips from interviews, shows, and social media posts. Analysts emphasized the contrasting strategies: Yo Gotti's measured, legacy-focused response versus Blac Youngsta's raw, unfiltered, high-energy delivery. Many experts noted that this feud highlights a generational clash in Memphis rap: the veteran versus the rising star, experience versus audacity. Meanwhile, rumors about potential diss tracks began circulating. Fans suggested that Blac Youngsta might drop a new track targeting Yo Gotti, while Yo Gotti's camp hinted at a response that would reaffirm his dominance. Street buzz amplified the tension, with local radio hosts reporting that community members were actively discussing possible confrontations and lyrical battles. The Memphis streets themselves had become a living, breathing stage for this feud. Social media played a critical role in amplifying the narrative. TikTok reaction videos, duets, and edits racked up millions of views, while Instagram stories analyzed body language, tone, and timing. Twitter threads went viral as fans tried to predict what each rapper's next move would be. The situation became a global conversation, showing how local drama can explode into international attention in the digital age. Fans also debated the intentions behind each move. Was Yo Gotti trying to send a warning, or was this purely about defending his legacy? Was Blac Youngsta seeking attention, or was he asserting his position in Memphis rap? Every comment, post, and meme added fuel to the fire, creating a feedback loop of speculation, reaction, and commentary that kept the story alive 24/7. Insiders provided additional context, noting that this feud could have long-term implications for Memphis hip-hop. Yo Gotti's careful approach demonstrates experience and influence, but any misstep could weaken his position. Blac Youngsta's boldness energizes his fan base, but it also risks escalating conflict or creating opportunities for critics to question his respect for veterans. The balance between street credibility and media strategy has never been more critical. Meanwhile, local outlets reported heightened interest in events and shows. Fans crowded concerts, interviews, and public appearances, hoping for even the smallest hint of a development. The feud had transcended music. It had become a full-fledged cultural event, with audiences analyzing, debating, and consuming every detail. Analysts also compared this feud to historic rap battles, noting similarities to legendary clashes in Memphis and beyond. The combination of social media amplification, street buzz, and traditional media coverage made this feud a unique phenomenon, one that could influence hip-hop culture, marketing strategies, and fan engagement for years. The tension had reached a boiling point. Social media polls, fan forums, and Reddit threads debated possible outcomes. Would there be a diss track exchange? Could the feud escalate into public confrontations? Or would unexpected developments, collaborations, reconciliations, or even outside influence change the narrative entirely? Every post, clip, and rumor became a potential clue for fans to interpret. The impact on both artists' careers was also a hot topic. Yo Gotti's legacy is strong, but the feud places him under scrutiny like never before. Blac Youngsta's boldness draws attention, streams, and virality, but it also puts him in direct conflict with one of the city's most respected figures. Every move could influence brand deals, fan perception, and industry relationships. The streets of Memphis, online platforms, and fan communities became fully entwined in the drama. TikTok duets reimagined verbal exchanges, Instagram compilations highlighted subtle gestures, and Twitter memes created humorous but pointed commentary. The feud became entertainment, cultural conversation, and social media gold all at once. The Yo Gotti vs. Blac Youngsta feud had transformed into one of Memphis hip-hop's most talked-about conflicts in years. Fans were hooked, media outlets were analyzing every angle, and the streets were buzzing with anticipation. With diss tracks rumored, social media chaos at an all-time high, and insider commentary hinting at more drama to come, the story isn't over. In fact, it's just reaching its peak. The next chapter will determine who truly dominates Memphis streets, who controls the narrative, and who comes out on top in this epic showdown. Fans everywhere are waiting with bated breath. The Memphis rap scene was reaching fever pitch. After Yo Gotti fired back at Blac Youngsta, the stakes had never been higher. Social media feeds were exploding with commentary, memes, and reaction videos, turning what began as a personal clash into a citywide spectacle. Every post, clip, and story was dissected for hidden meaning, potential shots, and strategic messaging. Fans, analysts, and even casual listeners were glued to their screens, waiting for the next move. The speculation about diss tracks intensified. Rumors suggested that Blac Youngsta was already in the studio crafting a response, and Yo Gotti's team was said to be preparing something equally impactful. YouTube reaction channels and podcasts dissected leaked snippets, analyzing potential lyrics, references, and subliminal jabs. TikTok users created compilations, highlighting moments from previous interviews and performances to predict how the feud might escalate. The back and forth was no longer just verbal, it was a full-blown cultural moment. Fan reactions were relentless. Supporters of Blac Youngsta praised his audacity, framing him as the fearless rising star willing to challenge a Memphis legend. Memes circulated comparing him to past underdogs in rap history, portraying him as the new face of rebellious street energy. Meanwhile, Yo Gotti's fans doubled down on respect for his legacy, highlighting his influence on the city and his years of dominance in Memphis hip-hop. Social media polls, threads, and live discussions debated who was winning the feud, creating round-the-clock engagement. Local street buzz mirrored the online frenzy. Memphis insiders reported increased attention at events, concerts, and hangouts, with fans openly discussing the tension between the two rappers. Some suggested that certain neighborhoods were taking sides, while others saw the feud as entertainment that unified communities through shared excitement and debate. The drama wasn't just online, it had a real-life pulse that kept everyone talking. Music analysts provided context, noting that this feud represents more than a personal clash. It symbolizes a generational and strategic battle in Memphis hip-hop, the veteran versus the up-and-coming star, experience versus fearless energy. Yo Gotti's calculated approach contrasted with Blac Youngsta's raw aggression, creating a dynamic that fascinated fans and industry observers alike. Every move, from social media posts to rumored studio sessions, became part of the unfolding narrative. Memes, TikTok duets, and Instagram reaction reels exploded, further amplifying the tension. Fans analyzed every nuance, body language, timing, word choice, treating each interaction as a clue. Reposts of interviews and concert clips circulated endlessly, fueling speculation about diss tracks, public appearances, and potential confrontations. Every video, comment, and reaction became a piece of the drama puzzle, with fans competing to decode the feud before anyone else. The potential diss tracks added fuel to the fire. Industry insiders suggested that a Blac Youngsta release could be powerful, raw, and unapologetic, targeting Yo Gotti with clever lyrical jabs. Yo Gotti, on the other hand, might respond with a more calculated, polished track emphasizing legacy, dominance, and influence. The anticipation alone kept fans engaged, making this feud a multi-platform phenomenon across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Even outside Memphis, fans worldwide followed every development. Hip-hop communities debated lyrics, dissected old clips for history and context, and analyzed the rapper's social media activity for hints of escalation. The feud became a lesson in strategy, branding, and cultural influence, showing how modern rap battles extend far beyond the music itself. It was clear that this feud had achieved legendary status within Memphis and online rap communities. Fans, journalists, and analysts agreed that the next move, whether a diss track, interview, or live confrontation, would define the trajectory of both rappers' careers. The tension had transformed into a citywide narrative, with Memphis streets, social media platforms, and hip-hop media all serving as stages. Local outlets reported heightened security at events and concerts as anticipation of potential public clashes grew. Even casual fans were paying attention, and online engagement stats were skyrocketing. The feud had transcended music. It was now part of mimetic culture, entertainment, and local identity. Each rapper's next step could shift the balance, influence fan perception, and potentially redefine the Memphis rap hierarchy. Industry insiders continued to weigh in. Analysts discussed the strategic timing, messaging, and lyrical choices each artist might make. Yo Gotti's approach highlighted experience, reputation, and influence, while Blac Youngsta's boldness emphasized energy, unpredictability, and street credibility. Together, these elements created a high-stakes narrative that captivated audiences worldwide. One thing was certain: the feud between Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta had become more than a battle of words. It had become a full-blown cultural event, a social media phenomenon, and a defining moment for Memphis hip-hop. Fans were eagerly waiting for diss tracks, public statements, and insider revelations. The next move could shock the city, escalate the drama, or even lead to an unexpected resolution. The story is far from over. Every clip, post, and reaction continues to build tension, keeping audiences glued to their screens. Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta's feud is now etched into the history of Memphis rap, showing how modern hip-hop drama unfolds across multiple platforms, in real time and on a global stage. Memphis is watching, the fans are reacting, and the world is talking. This feud is a masterclass in strategy, hype, and cultural influence, and the next chapter, whether it's a diss track, public confrontation, or reconciliation, will define the legacy of both artists. Stay tuned, because one thing is guaranteed: the Memphis streets are never calm when Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta are involved. The Memphis rap streets are on fire, and the feud between Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta is reaching levels nobody expected. From viral social media posts to rumored diss tracks, the drama isn't just a story. It's a full-blown cultural event. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who's winning this Memphis showdown? Yo Gotti with his calculated comeback, or Blac Youngsta with his raw, fearless energy? Do you think this feud will escalate into a diss track war, or could there be a shocking reconciliation? Every opinion matters, and we want to hear your take on this explosive saga. Smash that like button if you're shocked by Yo Gotti's response or Blac Youngsta's audacity. It lets us know you want more insider updates, breaking news, and street-level rap drama. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Memphis beefs, exclusive commentary, and viral rap stories. Share this video with your friends, fans, and anyone following the Memphis rap scene. The conversation is only getting bigger, and every share keeps the hype alive. Stay tuned, because the next move in this feud could change the game entirely. This story isn't over, and Memphis streets are watching closely. Comment, like, subscribe, and join the discussion now, because when Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta clash, the world can't look away.